Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. Let's get into daily transfer updates. Sorry it's a bit late, but I had the best sleep I have ever had in my life. So yeah, that's why it's so late. But it will be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and 7 o'clock for the rest of the transfer window. None of this midday 1 o'clock anymore. So big up everyone who subscribed off of the back of yesterday's live stream. Over 500 of you subscribed off of that live stream. So big shout out to all of you guys, and the 22,700 odd that are subscribed in total. But anyway, let's start with Sami Khedira. This story broke last night that Sami Khedira is a target for Arsenal. And then lo and behold, Sami Khedira rocks up at the Emirates today. Please don't let this be true. It's not 2013, it's 2019. I don't want this geezer anywhere near the football club apart from to watch games. He's more than welcome to come and watch the games, but I don't want him in the starting 11. I don't want him in the squad. I didn't actually realise he was only 32. I thought he was older than that, but not for me. Done, dusted, way too late in his career. Don't want him. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. A lot of people might want him, but not for me. Although saying that, he is better than Granit Xhaka, so maybe it could work. Who knows? But no, in all seriousness, I don't want him. And I hope there's no weight to that story whatsoever. Let's move on to Kieran Tierney. Reports going around today that is very, very close to being done. Not just reports in England, but reports in Scotland as well. So, and I'll be honest, the Scottish media have pretty much had it bang on all the way through this so far in terms of the bids that we've put in terms of where the club are at with it, where we're at, how far away we are in terms of money, how the deal was supposed to be structured and stuff like that. And they've been absolutely spot on, and they're claiming that we're very, very close to getting the Tierney deal done. So that would be excellent news because he is a brilliant player. We've spoke about it all summer. I don't need to go over the old ground. We all know what we're going to get with him, and he is a massive, massive upgrade on what we've got in that position. Where does this leave the two that we've got, though? Where does this leave Kolasinac and Monreal? Does this mean Monreal is going to be playing as centre-back? For the love of God, that can't happen. He is not even good enough at left back anymore. He's done. He's finished. I'm not going to mug him off because I think he's been a very good player for us. I think he's been one of our most consistent players since he arrived. But at the same time, it's done. I don't want to see him starting games next season. If we do, we're in big trouble because they will target him left, right and centre, especially at centre-back. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, that's very close to being done, the Tierney deal. I think that will be done. I think that it will get done next week, perhaps. Where it's going to have to be done in the next 10 days, that's for sure. So hopefully next week we start building up a bit of momentum again. And it was like the week we've just had has been absolutely fantastic. We've signed Saliba, we've signed S.Teov. Both of them were announced on the same day. And then we get the news about Nicolas Pepe, who we're going to speak about very briefly now as well. Apparently, his medical is booked in for next week. Now, listen, I don't want to get carried away with this Pepe story, but I can't help it. When you're linked to a player that good, it's hard not to get carried away. It's hard not to be excited. Now, we all know that there's other clubs involved. Napoli are the front, or were the front runners. We know that Liverpool were involved. Now, I've said this before, I'm not so sure Liverpool are involved because look at their front three. Why are they going to go and do another £70 million on a player, which are then knock one of them three out the team? Because let's be real, he's probably better than Firmino. He's probably better than Mane. I wouldn't say he's quite, I don't know. Listen, it's a hard one to judge. He might be better than Mane, who knows? He's doing it in a different league. But Mane is a baller, so let's have that right. And obviously Salah scores goals for fun. So I think it's very difficult for Liverpool to go out. I know they want to try and close that gap, and it was only a 1 point gap in the end. They want to go on and kick on. But are they going to go and do £70 million and one of them four, if they get him, is going to be benched every week? Or are they going to play with all four? Because I can't see that happening. I don't know. I don't think Liverpool are going to go in for him and get it done. I think it's between us and Napoli. And if that is the case, we win. Simple as that. Went through this yesterday about how we're a bigger club. Yes, we're in the Europa League and their Champions League. But if he was linked to Juventus, then I could understand him wanting to go to Italy. Other than that, what's the point? because Juventus will win everything. So what's the point in him going there? So it will be Arsenal, hopefully. And if he comes in, what an attack line we've got. We've got a fantastic three then. Aubameyang, Lacazette and Pepe. You could even chuck a Wobie in. I know he's not the greatest, but his finishing in his end product might go up this season. You never know. But we shall see. And then them two, with them two in front of them, Pepe and a Wobie with Aubameyang and Lacazette in front of them, that could be scary for every single defence they come up against, because you've got a Wobie who can dribble past people like it's nothing. Nicolas Pepe, Jesus Christ, brilliant player. And then you've got the two strikers up front that can score against any team in the world. So that would be a frightening frightening proposition. I'll get my bloody words out in a minute, for any team that we come up against. So listen, I hope we get it done. It could be done as early as Monday or Tuesday officially, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. Let's move on to Xavier Amaechi. He has gone on to leave the club. He's left the club. He's going to Hamburg, €2.5 million, and basically he let his contract run down. It's as simple as that. He didn't want to sign a new deal, which is fair enough. He doesn't have to. He's not obliged to sign a new deal, and he's left the club. Good luck to him. Listen, he's a fantastic young prospect. For me, I think he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder. The way he dealt with this whole transfer saga. It's like, well, hang on, mate, you're 18 years old. You've done absolutely nothing in your career and you're trying to hold Arsenal to ransom, which is pretty much what he's done. He was taking the wholesale piss, if I'm being completely honest, then flirting with Bayern Munich and stuff like that. Now, listen, he obviously backs himself. He thinks he's a good player. He is a good player, but he ain't ever done it in the Premier League because he's never been picked to play in the Premier League because he ain't that standard yet. Now, I like the fact that he wants to be that level and he wants to be up there challenging. But there's ways and means to doing it, and I'm sure he'll learn that in his career because he's going to Hamburg and he's turned down Barcelona of all teams. I don't get that. He turned down Bayern Munich, so I don't know why he's gone to Hamburg out of them three clubs that he was linked to. So I don't know. Good luck to him. But that does mean that we're actually in profit as it stands right now, because we've got €2.5 million for him. We've got about €4 million for Ospina, and we spent €6 million on Martinelli. So. I suppose if you throw the loan deal in for Ceballos, we're out of pocket. But so yeah, there we go. Anyway, let me read some of these comments. Let me go back to some of these if I can find them. Rab Lewis plays one. Lewis, thank you for that, mate. Appreciate it. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Also, that wasn't the fake VP. There is no fake VP, so I'm going to unblock him. So yeah, lads, listen, moderators, that wasn't the fake VP. When somebody does a super chat, it doesn't come up with a spanner, and he's got no subscribers because he hasn't got a channel. So it is him. He's just DM'd me. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, let's move on. Love the clean look. This is for your shave fun. Thank you. Thank you, Nuno. I hope you're well, mate. Have a wonderful weekend. Is the Pepe done deal yet? Says Shakib Mulafar. It's not a done deal, mate. Nothing's done until it's done. But listen, it's edging closer to being done. We've agreed a fee. We've agreed personal terms. We've agreed an agent's fee, which is more than what Napoli got to. Napoli got to agree on a fee, and that was about that. They couldn't agree personal terms because they wanted to lowball it. They wanted to pay less than what he's actually worth, and the agent was going to get a smaller fee than what we've offered. So we've gazumped them. They can't come back in and gazump us because we just go again. It's as simple as that. We've got more money than Napoli, regardless of what the media tells people. We're a better proposition. You know, Naples is a beautiful place, but so is London. London's the best city in the world. You know, it might have a lot of knife crime and stuff like that, but so does every big city. But yeah, big football club, biggest league in the world. Why wouldn't he want to move it? With that front three, the Europa League is in the bag, says Aidan Hassan. Good morning or afternoon to you, mate, wherever you are. Welcome back, VP, into the room. It's the real VP. Is the Tierney deal done, says T. Jossel. Very close as well, mate. Very close. Listen, these deals always take time. Always take time, because at the end of the day, the smallest little thing can scupper a deal. It might just be something to do with a bonus scheme, or like, you know, if you get, like for Tierney, for example, it could be clean sheet bonus. For Nicolas Pepe, it could be a goal bonus. You know, Ian Wright and Kevin Campbell were on that back in the day. You know, they were on a scoring bonus. Every time they scored a goal, they got a bonus. If they scored that trick, they got even more. So, you know, sometimes these things can hold a deal up. Sometimes the way you structure the payments to the club and the way you want to do them might be different to how they want it done. And then you have to sit and negotiate. And that ain't easy. Listen, when you're talking to a club that are trying to keep their player and you're trying to nab that player off of them, they're gonna be the ones in control, because at the end of the day, you want their player. Unless the player's causing issues in the club and they offer the player up, they're always in control. And listen, it's never an easy thing to negotiate. It doesn't matter what world you live in terms of work and stuff like that. If you're negotiating, it's never easy to negotiate, no matter what it is, whether it's buying a house, buying a car. I don't know. There we go. Pepe is great, but why no centre back? Says Taylor. Afternoon to you, mate. Mate, listen, I agree. I think Emery's just going to go straight out and just go, right, let's go and batter everyone 5-0. And then when we come up against the big teams, it'll be a 5-4. Vigard T says, hello, Lee. Hope you're well. Very excited about the Pepe rumours. Would be a massive signing. Hoping for Tierney and the centre back as well. Keep up the great channel. Greetings from Norway. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate the kind words. Always nice to hear kind words. There is over 1,000 of you watching live, so please do stick a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Like I said, I did get over 500 new subscribers off of that stream yesterday, which is just mad. Some people don't even have 500 subscribers on their channel. So that is mental to get that many off of one stream yesterday, and it's almost the most viewed video I've ever had as well. It's nearly on 50,000 views, so I don't know what happened to that video, but it just went mental. So thank you very much to everybody who helped put that along the way with the likes and stuff, because it does push the video out there. So thank you very much. If we get Pepe, that's a banger of a signing. Good afternoon, the McManus. It is. Listen, I watched a 26-minute skills compilation and goals compilation of his earlier. Jesus Christ, that guy, he loves a skill move. He loves a nutmeg as well. He nutmegs players for fun. And it's literally 1, 2, 3 in a row. Very, very talented player. Listen, if we get him, he's one of the best players in the league. If he does that, what he's done in France over here, instantly he'll be one of the best players in the league. So hopefully, my fingers are crossed. I'm hoping and praying that we get that done ASAP before somebody goes in, like a Barca or a Madrid, go in and try and gazump us. But I don't know. I think it will be done. Listen, you know, there's certain journalists out there that people like to believe, Ornstein being one of them. To be fair, he is normally right, but he gets fed the information after most people have already reported it. Somebody said yesterday that it was Ornstein that reported it first. It wasn't. He actually dismissed it 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, when the stories were coming out in France, he came out and tweeted saying that we weren't in for him. But now he's saying that we are, and it's a done deal and this and that. So I don't know. Listen, every journalist is reliable at times. Yeah, they always call something right. They also get stuff wrong as well. So it is very difficult to believe any of them, but we shall see what happens. But hopefully next week it's finished and unveiled, because I'll tell you something, that will get the fans absolutely buzzing, regardless of whether we buy a centre-back or not. That signing alone will get everyone buzzing. And if it don't, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Let's read a few more of these out, and then I'm going to wrap this up, because I don't like these transfer videos going on for too long. But I will be back at 5 o'clock, and I will be back at 9 o'clock as well tonight. So yes, two videos today, 2 streams today. Right, let's do about 5 more minutes worth of these comments, yeah? Afternoon, Lee. Are you happy about the Rugani links? Do you know what? Listen, that's a player that's who I forgot to talk about as well. So I'm glad you brought that up. That's a player that has been up against unbelievable competition at Juventus for that position. You know, Chiellini and what's the other guy's name? I can't remember his name. Chiellini, and I'm sure somebody will tell me. It's gone out of my head. What's his name? Never mind. Anyway, you know who I'm on about. Bonucci, that's it. Thank you very much for that, Liam. Cheers. He's been up against them two players. So it's always difficult when you've got top class centre backs in front of you to break in. He's now got De Ligt there as well. So it's very, very difficult for him to break into that team and get a sustained run of games, because when you've got two of the best centre backs in the world, and they might be aging, but they're still two of the best centre backs in the world. You're never going to get in that team, and if you do, they're going to spit their dummy out and kick off, and they'll just get back in the team anyway. So, listen, I think if we get him, it's a good signing. It's a very good signing. He's better than what we have. I said this yesterday on yesterday's stream. He is better than what we have, and he is somebody with a point to prove, I suppose. So, listen, I think that he is waiting to see how bad, I think it's Chiellini's injury is. I think he got injured. I see a report this morning saying that he's waiting to see how bad that injury is before he makes a decision. So, I don't know. We shall see. Listen, if he comes in, we've instantly made our centre-back position better because he is a decent centre-back. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. I hope you're well. I am well. Thank you very much, Ben. I hope you're well. Appreciate that, mate. VP, you're a moderator again. Don't worry, I sorted it, mate. I sorted it, bruv. Bale moved to China has fallen through, says FIFA Gaming. Mate, I'll take him at Arsenal. That's for sure. He might be very injury prone, but listen, 30% out of 70, out of 100%. If he's only fit 30% of the time, the geezer's unbelievable. I know he played for Spurs, but as soon as he went to Madrid, that geezer went up levels, man. That unbelievable player since he's been out in Spain. And that goal against Liverpool, the bicycle kick, what a goal that was. How is Bale already 30 years old? I know, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Dream lineup and formation for next year. Love the vids from Australia. Thank you, Riley. Ask me that on my 5 o'clock stream because I will have more time to speak about it. I'm going to wrap this up because I don't really like these transfer videos going over 15 minutes, if I'm being honest. We're already 2 minutes over that. So thank you to 1.1k still watching live right now. If half of you go and stick a like on the video, I'd appreciate it. That would be amazing. It helps the channel grow. It gets this video out there as well. So please do bang a like on it. If you're new as well, give us a subscribe. And I will be back at 5 o'clock for my live stream. And I will be back at 9 o'clock as well. So keep your eyes peeled for both of them streams. And all have a wonderful Sunday. Anyone off to the Emirates Cup? I know you're already probably missing the women's game. It's about to, I think it's already started actually. But the blokes one is kicking off a little bit later on this afternoon. So yeah, all have a wonderful Sunday, and I shall see you all later, peeps.